Hey Leos, Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. This is your April 2018 reading, answering the question, how does my partner feel about me? Or how do they feel about me? Reading. It's for April, but as we are so far into April, it is really for April and going into maybe the first half of May. So, at the base of the deck, we've got the Empress card. So I feel that there'll be a strong theme on self-value, self-worth, appreciating yourself, pampering yourself, knowing your own value, recognizing the abundance that you have around you, and just feeling yourself and just feeling very empowered, possibly as a woman. If you're a male watching this, then it may be that you're getting more in touch with your feminine side, recognizing your own value. You could be thinking about your mother at this time, mother issues, or it could be that the person that you're interested in is maybe a mother, or maybe you're thinking about children at this time as well with your partner. Or you could be interested in a Taurian person, or a Libran person if you're a male. But either way, one thing that can't be denied about the Empress card is that it does talk about value and self-worth. We do have it clarified by the Six of Coins, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands does talk about transformation and self-worth, most definitely. Confidence, happiness with yourself, recognizing your own power, making first moves, confidence, that kind of stuff. So I feel there's some sort of energy around that this month. Also, this is about recognizing value too, and knowing how much is too much to give, and weighing up the pros and cons about things, or definitely weighing up things, and finding out how much they are valued at. Knowing how much to give, knowing your own worth, knowing what you're worth, knowing what you should be paid. That's this kind of energy as well. It also talks about generosity. So then I don't know if you're feeling very generous this month, Leo. And then we've got the Seven of Cups. So there's some confusion. It may be saying don't get too carried away with your confidence. It is about being realistic in terms of weighing up your own values, and maybe not to get too carried away with the hype. Because definitely Leos are quite confident, and they teach us, Leos teach everyone else how to love themselves and how to appreciate themselves. But the Seven of Cups will say and with the Six of Coins will say to remain grounded in making your decision, and when weighing things up, and not to get kind of carried away with the hype. Maybe you get a lot of loads of compliments, but remain grounded. Even the Empress card is a very grounded card. It's some sort of message there to remain grounded in knowing what you worth, which really is the kind of better perspective to take when thinking of your own self-worth, because if it's coming from a very grounded, realistic place, rather than a kind of egoic place, then it can never be shaken. And that confidence, you can, no one can ever take that away from you, because it's grounded in something real. Anyway, I'll stop rambling on. But so at the center of the reading, we've got the Seven of Coins as to how your partner feels about you, clarified by the Ace of Coins. So your partner is looking to see what they've invested. Again, this is talking about value. Is something worth pursuing? Is something worth investing in? The Empress card tells us that things are worth investing in, but they may take time to actually reach fruition, and may take constant attention and patience to allow things to grow. So your partner, I feel, is being patient or feeling like they have to be patient, or are taking some time out to decide on what step to take next. And they do want to make a step. They do want to kind of move forward. They are ready now to take the relationship to the next level, to make the next step in their life. This could be about their career as well, moving into a new home. But this person is ready to kind of take that step to greater security in their relationships. Possibly, you know, well, this reading is for you. So yeah, for you, they want to know possibly if, you know, they spend another year with you, where will that lead them? Will it lead them to where they want to be? Is it really, they may feel like they've given up a lot of time as well and effort, and possibly money, or resources in some way, to maintain the relationship. And they may feel like, you know, is what I'm investing really going to give me what I want? We've got you here, represented by the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're not making a move. You have your own plan. You know what you want to do. You're not really taking that much action. I think you're waiting to see what the next person does. You're allowing the next person to take the lead in some way. Maybe this person is doing quite a lot, you know, and they are maybe thinking, you know, is what I'm investing really working out? Because Leo isn't moving. Leo still isn't making a commitment. Leo is still stagnant or stubborn or not wanting to move forward, or has their own agenda. Maybe this person is curious to know, you know, whether or not you see them as part of your future. And the Knight of Pentacles does look far into the future and, you know, has plans for his future. So they may want to know if they really are part of that. You know, are they part of this new beginning? Are they part of this future that you have? It looks like they are wanting to. They've invested quite a lot so far, and they are thinking about the future. So I believe that so far, in an ideal world, they probably would want to move forward with you. But I think they get the feeling that you're not quite moving forward. And I think it's because maybe you're just not feeling this person. You know, you feel that maybe they're not as exciting enough, or have all the resources that you want in some way. Leos like nice things, so yeah, maybe this person can't afford you. Possibly. Okay, so what led up to this point in the past? We got the Temperance card in the past, clarified by the Page of Cups. So in the past, Leo, your partner may have been emotionally manipulative with you, or, you know, and even in doing so, may not have been manipulative, although may have been a little bit controlling with you, simply because they wanted to keep the balance, they wanted to keep the peace, they wanted to keep things as they were. They wanted you, and especially with the Page of Cups here, they were quite in love with you. You make them all gooey-eyed and kind of weak at the knees. I think you're kind of their weak spot. Or their weakness. You may kind of make them believe in love again, you know, as well. But they had to definitely manage their feelings around you, or possibly manipulate your feelings in order to maybe keep you around, or just to keep things as they wanted them. They knew that. And when I say manipulated, I don't mean necessarily in like a really bad way. It's like more so they knew they maybe had to walk on eggshells, or had to kind of move in a particular way, or respond to you in a particular way in order to kind of get what they wanted. out of you or to keep you happy. And it's all because they're just really, really in love with you. But they could definitely have felt like you were a soulmate. You definitely made them feel quite deeply. You know, you kind of stirred up quite a lot of deep emotion, I feel, for them. Yeah, I think they really felt like you were a soulmate and that you really meant something for them. You definitely touched some deep parts of their kind of psyche, of their soul. You know, I don't think they're going to forget you that easily. Okay, so in the past you were the Queen of Pentacles. So in the past, again, you've got this focus on money. And then we've got the Empress card, and you know, here we've got the King of Pentacles as well. I've also got the Devil card. To me, this speaks a lot about money. I don't know, and even your partner is very focused on money. I don't know if this person is trying to buy your affection. They may have seen you as quite independent and materialistic, maybe as well. But materialistic in a way, just for security. Like the Queen of Pentacles, she's only materialistic because she's trying to create some sort of security for her and her family, so that there's a nice home life and everyone's happy and well fed and well clothed and education's paid for, etc., etc. Like she's thinking of all those things, and also a comfortable home life. She recognizes that security can do a lot for the soul and the psyche. So she's all about keeping things stable. But also as the queen, it's like she knows exactly what she wants. She's not really confused. She's seen it all. She knows where she's coming from. She knows where she's going. So I think they just saw you as a very secure person who knows their worth as well, with the Queen of Pentacles. So you're quite secure. You may be quite independent in some way. And this person may feel like they can't keep up with you. Maybe, you know, you do have big dreams for your career that you are planning towards, and you're maybe working quite hard towards that. And maybe you're thinking, you know, does this person fit with my plans? You may, I don't know, you could be halfway on your way to becoming a millionaire, I don't know, or something. And you got everything, all your kind of ducks lined up in a row. And maybe this person can't keep up, or maybe the kind of lifestyle that you live, they can't keep up with, you know, even if you are living on the budget, but just maybe the way you spend your money. I don't know, but you were definitely very secure and very money focused in the past. And you may have even said to them, you know, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a relationship that can be, that provides me the financial security that you're looking for, or a certain level of financial security. Okay, so at the base of the reading, we've got the Seven of Wands with the clarified by the King of Pentacles. So your partner is really fighting for this relationship, being quite, you know, in his or her mind, you know, they feel that this relationship is worth fighting for, and they're quite determined to prove their point, and they've even convinced themselves of this, and they don't want to be wrong either. They don't want to be wrong about this. So that's really what's going on in deep down inside them. They don't want to be wrong. They may even feel like you make them feel like less of a man in some way, like they can't be this King of Pentacles, maybe, that maybe this Queen of Pentacles wants, you know. All we need now is the Page of Pentacles now, by the way. We've got like the whole family here, Pentacles. But I feel like they're feeling like they can prove it, like they can do this, they can be this King of Pentacles. And it's like, you're like, well, I know what I'm worth. Oh, I know what I'm worth, so I'm gonna hold out. You know, the King of Pentacles, I'm gonna hold out. because you feel that you're worth something more. Even if it's not just monetarily, like you feel like you're worth more. But again, it could be a case of, there could be other things this person may be able to do for you, with you, support you in other ways. And I think maybe you've been asked here to not get too carried away with the obvious truth that we know that Leo is fantastic, but to try and be maybe a bit grounded and not to maybe miss out on an opportunity, maybe possibly with this person if you do really care about them, because they may be able to offer you something different, more than money or materialistic things, promises like that. Yeah. So, sorry, I just had a thought there that you need to be careful as well, because sometimes people, when they spend money, they feel like they've bought something. Sometimes that's how it is. They expect something in return. So just maybe be careful. Don't be too deluded about this. Like, if someone is giving you a lot, they may expect a lot as well, with the 7 of coins. Although maybe, you're doing it as, well, I know what I'm worth. There's a chance here that this other person feels like they're investing something and they feel like they can do this, like they can do this. They want to keep on trying, and in fact, in a way, maybe more to them, it's more of a boost to their ego to prove that they can do this for you. So they're actually, in their minds, just trying to prove a point. They don't realize they're doing it. I don't think they realize they're doing it, because this is the subconscious position. Subconsciously, we've got you here being clarified by the devil. So again, this is a very huge focus on materialistic things. Also feeling bound in some way to a situation. So again, this could be about control. You may feel that if this person is providing you with some monetary support, you may feel bound, like you have to maybe stay with this person, because if you don't, you may not be able to manage on your own financially. Yeah, but this definitely is a feeling of, a card of feeling trapped and bound and unable to escape. But it's only because of the way that you're thinking about it. So in a sense, this is also a card of trapping yourself as well, similar to the 8 of Swords in a way. It's really your own thoughts that keep you trapped. If you look at it differently, you'll probably find that actually a lot of the things that you're attached to and not wanting to let go of, a lot of things that you feel you're trapped by, actually you're not. And you don't have to feel disempowered by these things. In actual fact, the Devil card is here to remind you that you always have the power to change anything. Yes, we can form really bad habits that are really hard to let go of, but the longer you keep the habit, the harder it is to break. So it is always about nipping it in the bud. And I think sometimes the Devil card shows up when it's about, it's time to nip something in the bud. So if you feel like this relationship isn't serving you, and you do feel trapped, then it may be time to really look at things. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Swords in terms of what your partner's intentions are, clarified by the 5 of Swords. So this does tell me as well that this person may not be that trustworthy. And this person either intends to completely cut things off. Like, this person could be feeling quite offended and betrayed by you. Maybe even the fact, if this person is trying to prove themselves and they feel like you in some way are challenging their manhood or challenging their capability to provide all these things that you're demanding. This person just feel quite resentful about that, and they may feel really betrayed by that, and they may decide to, or maybe wanting to, gain the upper hand. I think they really feel small around you for some reason. Their ego is bruised, and they feel like they're lacking, like they really have lost this thing. They've lost you, they've lost their own, they've just lost. They just feel like they've got a losing hand, they've lost, and they've lost control of the relationship, control over the direction of the relationship. Like they may be wanting to control the relationship with money. They may think they give you all this money or give you all these things or resources or whatever it is, time, that you're going to stay, that's what this might be, this kind of manipulation. I don't know whose card sometimes is manipulation, even though it's a beautiful card. You've got an angel on it. The 2 cups do suggest that there is some playing with emotion here, or trying to balance, trying to manipulate it so it works for that person. We do have the 6 of coins as well, which can talk about that kind of abuse of power through money. So this person's intentions doesn't look very pretty, to be honest. They either intend to, cut you off, maybe like you have them, maybe because they feel that you're so black and white with them. They feel, or you've let them down in such a way that they're going to just cut you off now. But I feel they do feel betrayed, and they feel like they've got nothing else to give, and they've tried everything, and now they're kind of just cutting their losses. There's nothing more to fight for. Maybe they feel like they can't really do this, or maybe they feel like, really, if that's what it comes down to, then I've already lost. If it comes down to, Leo only really wanting to be around me because of the resources or what I can provide, I've already lost, so I'm going to just cut, even though sorry, blank moment. Even though they would like to prove themselves, they may realize that, what are they really proving? What are they really proving? If they know themselves that they are the King of Pentacles, and what they're proving, they may feel like, if I can't win you over, then I can't win you over. So we've got the Knight of Cups here in terms of your intentions. So maybe you are looking now to follow your heart and to really find what you really love. It could be that you intend to, that you do really care about this person, and that you do decide that, you want the relationship to develop, and you do want it to be more about love, and maybe you would like to give some romantic gestures to this person, and in a sort of way to say thank you, maybe, for what they've done. But it looks like, yeah, you are here, coming in here, wanting to offer your cup of love. So or it could just be with the Knight of Cups here that you're just ready to follow your heart, and really follow your heart's desire, and do what you really love. The Knight of Cups can also be someone who can be emotionally manipulative. You could be planning to be a charmer, or to charm your way out of the situation as well, especially with the Devil card here. This is what you're thinking, and this is the action you're taking. So it could be that you're planning to be a bit manipulative yourself, and charm your way possibly out of the situation. Maybe you have hurt this person. Maybe you do intend to apologize as well. But either way, I think you're going to be quite emotionally intelligent about it. Okay, so in the near future, we've got the Fool card, and that is clarified by the Hermit card. So in the future, your partner just plans to be on their own. They're like, okay, it didn't work out with the Ten of Swords, and I'm going to just start over. They're starting over, and they're looking to be on their own, and they're asking themselves a lot of questions, like, what am I really even fighting for? Like, I got caught up in the hype. The Hermit card is someone who refuses to be caught up in the hype, like they refuse. They will take themselves away to a mountain and sit by themselves for years just to kind of get away from the hype. So this person is doing that. They're taking a journey within to figure out how they even got in the situation in the first place, I think. Or they're just kind of thinking, okay, now it's my time, I'm going to do me. I'm going to focus on what I want to do, they're getting back to themselves. And you've got the Two of Cups here in the future. So this could mean that, you want to remain friends with this person. You could realize in the future that this person is more to you than just, that this person means something to you. You may feel that this person really means something to you, and you may want to reunite with them. Or this could mean, I feel as well, that you're just looking for the one. You yourself are also on a new journey, and that you are also looking for wholeness within yourself, and also hopefully to find true love. Okay, so that was a quite interesting reading. I think there were just a lot of messages in the reading, that's why it's quite hard to give a definite story, but yeah, I think it's fairly clear. Yeah, it looks like you possibly are dating an earth sign, possibly a Capricorn. So I think you are this month learning a lot about value, what's really valuable to you. And learning also possibly to let go of some things. With the Queen of Wands there. Yeah, definitely a lot of independence. It's like you have your own kind of set of values, and you're not going to give up on those things. And it's like, even if you have to go it alone, you'll do it. Like, do you think you've got this standard, like you want to get to this place, you want to get this kind of income, you want this kind of lifestyle, and I feel that that's what this is about. You're going after what you really love. But I think you do realize this person is someone special, but I feel like you're more looking for the one. Sorry guys, I'm trying to speed up. Okay, so Leo, April 2018. Okay, so we've got new love. So I do think this is about you finding something new. Most definitely. I think that's what the two of, I think that's what these are talking about, is that you will be finding new love, possibly a water sign. We've got true love. We've got mature woman as the challenge. I think that just means a strong, independent woman. what brings you together is the dark male. So the person you're seeing could be a dark male, or it could be that what brings you together is just this kind of dark, sultry kind of energy. You're learning the brunette female. So you're learning about your own value, your own beauty. Then we've got long distance as to how you feel about them. Then we've got past love and blonde female. I think he's in the wrong position. Sorry, guys. Okay, so got spiritual advice, we've got true love. So I think that is about recognizing true love when you see it. I think that's what the Seven of Cups is also saying, to recognize true love when you see it. So not to get too carried away, in your own hype. Like I know Leos, trust me, I know. My best friend, or my old best friend, was a Leo, and she was stunning, and she got told that every day. So like, I completely get it. Like, you are very attractive, very much sought after, a very high value person, but just remain grounded. I feel that kind of getting carried away with that, you could possibly miss out on opportunity if this person does mean something to you, or just maybe treat this person in a way that maybe they don't deserve. They maybe truly love you, or really see a future with you. And I think it's just Spirit is saying that this is true love, so do be kind. And I think you do intend to be kind here with the Prince of Cups. Like I said, I think you are going to be quite careful about how you handle it. You are going to be emotionally intelligent about it. And Spirit is saying that it is true love, so that is the Two of Cups. So it's quite possible that you're kind of being, maybe setting high standards for your partner, but Spirit is saying you may have high standards, but the Seven of Cups, they may not be realistic, and maybe really what you have right now is something very special. And I think that you may learn to value that towards the end of the month, or if not, you'll be going out to find out what it is that you value. Okay. So the challenges is the mature woman. I feel this is just someone who, is a mature woman. That you know exactly what you want. You've seen a lot. We do have two queens that have come out in the reading, and the Empress. So, you're a woman who knows what you want if you are a woman. If this is a male watching, then obviously this is the woman that is a bit of an obstacle. And the reason that you're having these challenges is because they are a woman of the world, and they know exactly what they want. They could be very successful at what they do, and just not need anyone or anything. So it's hard to persuade them to kind of go a different direction, because they were like, well, if you don't want to do it, I'll just go and do it on my own, rather than kind of being a bit needy. They say that guys sometimes like girls to be a bit vulnerable, and sometimes being too independent can really cause a rift in a relationship, because a guy sometimes wants to be able to do nice things for you and feel useful. We have the babies, we do everything. Like, women are like the all-in-one thing, we do everything. So sometimes it's hard for a guy to feel where they're needed, and I just feel that that's maybe a bit of the issue. And what makes it worse, I think, is that this person literally, you as a Leo, as a woman, or this woman that you're seeing, if you're a male watching, they know exactly what they want and they can do it. They don't need anyone to help them. They're a true independent woman, or have definite high goals that maybe is hard to keep up with sometimes. The dark male is what brings you together. So I don't know if it's a dark male that you're seeing, and that's the attraction. It could also be that, like I said, just a very sultry energy, very seductive energy. But I feel this could be the person you're seeing. It could be a dark male, if you're a woman watching. If not, if you're a male watching, then what brings you together is, I guess, maybe your attractiveness, Maybe you are a dark male. Maybe you are doing a lot of the work. Maybe you're kind of holding things together. But I feel maybe there's a strong sexual element to the relationship as well. That also keeps you two together. Okay, so you were learning the brunette female. So I think, as I said, you're learning about your worth, your beauty, how attractive you are, and learning lessons around that. Your partner is learning long distance. So they're learning they're learning maybe to let you go, to give you that space here with the Hermit card. You know, they're learning about that, how to kind of maybe take a step back, and I think let things go. Love you from a distance, maybe be a bit more hands off in the relationship. You see them possibly as a past love, so you may be thinking to yourself right now that this is not someone I want to maybe pursue a relationship with, but we do have the true love card and the new love card coming out here, and other cards as well that may suggest that although you may see this as already over, there could be potential for this relationship if you review your goals and just make sure that they are grounded goals and not kind of unrealistic goals that's just unattainable in some way or not even needed. Just need to be careful to make sure your goals are grounded and that you're not missing out on something real here. And then we've got the blonde female. Here's how your partner sees you. So your partner sees you as someone who's a free spirit, possibly younger than them, maybe, although we do have the mature woman here. But either way, you can still be younger than them and be very carefree, and you look like you've got your whole life ahead of you, you know. So they may feel like they don't really want to get in the way of that. You know, they see you as very free-spirited. So it's very complicated reading, but I think it's still very interesting, and there's still a fairly clear message that came through. So I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, and subscribed so far. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next month. Take good care, Leo. Bye.